I'm not sure if anybody's on here or not. It looks like someone just showed up. So hold on. This has all changed since the last time I've been on YouTube. And moderators. I don't think we'll need any moderators here today. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started because this is, I've got some other things to do. This is the first ever live stream I've done for Ohio State Trappers Association. And just before we get started, any views or opinions that I express are my own. They are not a representation of the beliefs of the Ohio State Trappers Association. So, with that, let's get started. Well, welcome to Buckeye Trapper TV. This is if you're not a member of OSTA, then highly urge you to join. And the link to that will be in the description at www.ohiostatetrapper.org. We'll have all of our information on signing up, all the events that I'm getting ready to talk about. We'll also have addresses, dates, and times, contact numbers there as well. So to start off, I wanted to apologize. Well, kind of apologize. When I started this channel back in March, I believe I had, visions that I was going to go fairly big with it. And, shortly after that, we were blindsided with the news that my mom had, she got diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. A lot of you guys know about that. Probably there's more that don't because we didn't really go public with the information. But so that's why Dad's been kind of off the scene for a while. And, but she's, been through chemo. The tumor has shrunk. But she's still, she's had poison pumped through her veins for the last, multiple months. So she's still pretty weak. So you're not going to see a lot of Mom and Dad here for the near future. But she is, hopefully on the road to recovery, not quite out of the woods yet. I keep looking around because I've not done, YouTube has changed a lot in the last couple of years since the last time I tried to do it live. But, anyways, my plan with this is I'm going to try to go live every Wednesday at 7 since we started it today, whether anybody watches or not, because it's just an easy way for me. Instead of having to film something and edit, I'd rather just do it live, get it out there. It's just putting out, our upcoming events. And if anybody else, there's one person watching, I think, and not sure who you are, comment down there and tell me who's watching me. But if you guys have any events coming up that you would like to see OSTA at, or maybe you're a member or somebody that wants to join, that wants to be involved, just contact one. Multiple people have displays that will come to different events and set up at if we're invited to go. But so yeah, definitely let me know. You can email me or text me, call me. My number's in the book. Let me know about events that are coming up. But another big thing, and everybody, hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe if you're not subscribed. That's the biggest thing that'll get this channel to grow. And the more we do that, or the more everybody else does that, the more YouTube will share it out. I mean, we've already got some subscribers that aren't in the US, according to the analytics that I was looking at the other day. So it's YouTube is trying to share it and get it out, but that's how this channel will grow. But yeah, pretty much this is going to be just to explain, upcoming events and any news. Like if we, something changes, let's say something changes with the fur auction last minute, then, at least this will be more up to date. Now, a lot of people don't get on the Facebook pages. So, maybe they'll join the YouTube. Who knows? But for our upcoming events, our region meets are getting ready to start up. Actually, our first one is this Saturday. And that one is Region A at Hog Creek Game Club in Ada, Ohio. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm going to be there. I'm going to have cameras, and I'll be hopefully doing some interviews, talking to a few people. And so if you've never been to one of our region meets, basically, I mean, everybody runs their own show, but typically you'll have demos, you'll have tailgaters, lunch at most, two of the three of them are a potluck lunch. I think Region B this year, they said no potluck. But Region A this Saturday will be a potluck lunch. So whatever your favorite food is, make enough to share and bring it in. There's usually a pretty good spread of food at all of these. And usually right after lunch, we'll have an auction. And, that's for donated items. So if you have some stuff laying around, you feel like donating for the auction, bring it in. And after that, you might have some more demos, or they might just shut down and go home. But normally you're looking anywhere, it's a good portion of the day you'll be there. But like I said, Region A is this Saturday. If you need the address, it'll be at ohiostatetrapper.org. The link is in the description. So Region B meet will be October 12th at Killbuck Valley Sportsman's Club in Holmesville, Ohio, from 9 a.m. until they've got their last event scheduled at 2. So probably look at least an hour for that. That one's a long drive for me. I'm all the way down here in Dixieland, almost in Indiana. So I don't typically make it out that far. It's about a 4-hour drive. But Region B, they said no potluck. So I'm guessing they're going to have food for everybody there. It doesn't really specify. Region C meet is going to be October 19th, Fayette County Fish and Game in Washington Courthouse. And that usually runs from about 9 a.m. till around 4:30. We have demos before and after lunch scheduled. That's potluck. I'll be cooking something, and I can vouch for that one. There's a ton of food that shows up at that one. Other than that, we've got our trapper workshops coming up next month. The first one is down here in my area. It's one I help out with in Southwest Ohio. It will be that one is at the Southwest Ohio Conservation Club, October 5th and 6th in Cleves. Me, Eric Freeland, we usually, run that one. Last year was our first year at that location, and it went pretty well. So we'll see how it goes this year. We didn't actually catch anything last year, which was unfortunate, but hopefully this year will be a little better. But if you're not familiar with the trapper workshops, basically we go start to finish and teach you we'll talk about the traps for a little while, show you guys how to set the traps. We'll go out, talk about location, and we will actually set traps. Now, you have to look at whichever, and if you'll see this on the Facebook page, it's also available on ohiostatetrapper.org. It's got the list of all of the workshops, but some of the workshops will offer the trapper education. Some, like ours, we don't do the trapper education. We just go out and teach you guys how to trap. So, at ours, what you can expect is, like I said, we'll talk about trap. We'll go out, look at locations, show you guys locations, and we'll pretty much just turn you guys loose, and you can go out and, set traps. We'll talk, you find your spots that you want to set the trap, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. So typically the whole day is setting traps on Saturday. OSTA will provide lunch for everybody. And I think last year we found there's a Skyline. I think there's a Skyline chili. And of course, somebody's trying to call me right now. I'm on call for work, so I just got to double check. Somebody I just sold rabbits to. So yeah, we found some pretty good food last year. But after lunch, we'll come back, set a few more traps, talk about things. Sunday, we come back and first thing we roll out and we check the traps. get whatever animals we caught, and then we will teach everybody how to skin and flesh and put your fur up. One thing I will request, because this happened a couple of years ago at another workshop, is somebody had come on Saturday and set a bunch of traps and did not come on Sunday, and we didn't know where he put the traps. So we ended up scouring the area and found them all. And but yeah, if you're going to set traps on Saturday, please come Sunday, or at least let one of us know where you put the traps at. Because if there's only two of us, if there's 6 people setting traps, we can't see and remember everything. But yeah, so Sunday, like I said, after putting up the fur, then the furs are yours to do what you want with. But all of that information, like I said, is on our website. There is a contact number for each workshop, so contact that individual and register to let them know that you're coming. And if you're not registered, usually it makes it a little confusing on who all's there. But let's see. Also, we're always looking for volunteers. If anybody's watching that wants to come and help out, then let us know. We always need fresh ideas, fresh blood in the mix, and come out and help out. And if we had one person to help every new trapper, that'd be awesome. Other than that, upcoming events, you got beaver and otter public land drawings are coming up, I believe, next weekend, October 5th. I never go to them because I haven't got no beaver down here in Southwest Ohio. There's a few, but those are my top secret. I don't tell anybody where they're at. But yeah, you can check into the DNR website and find that information. I was able to print my cheat sheet. Other than that, October 11th, we were contacted by Wright Pat Air Force Base, a guy that runs their outdoor expo, and Mark Stackhouse sent out pretty much just a blanket email to all of us that they were requesting OSTA come set up a booth, and I jumped right on that because it's not far from my house, and the Linkharts, they're not far from Wright Pat, so we will be set up at Wright Pat Air Force Base for their outdoor expo October 11th, and sounds like it's going to be a pretty big event. Hopefully the rain holds off because it is outside, but they said Field and Stream and Whitetails Unlimited will be sorry, I was looking at comments. I got distracted. And but yeah, it sounds like it'll be good. I'll have some cameras there. It'll at least get some pictures, hopefully get some video. And I'm trying to work on doing some different things with my display, and hopefully we'll attract some attention. This past weekend, one thing I did want to bring up on this is I've been dealing a lot with the Isaac Walton League. It's the Isaac Walton League of America. Everybody's got an Isaac Walton League. You drive past the sign and you're like, yeah, I know what that is. But, until you really look into it, you don't. They are what got me interested in them is I drove past the sign for 10 years. It's a half mile from my house, and I never looked into what it was. I'd heard of Isaac Walton before, but so the first thing I noticed is they were looking for their members, which most of them are old farmers. They were looking for their members during the wintertime when salt's getting spread on the roads. They wanted their members to get down in the creeks and get a water sample. Just take a little bottle, dip it down in the water, send it to them because they're testing for nitrates, different stuff that is killing off the muskrat population, different things like that. It's what they're just checking out. So I was like, why would they not reach out to the Ohio State Trappers Association? So I called the number, and the guy was one of my neighbors actually, and he's like, yeah, come on down. I was like, I'd like to come to one of your meetings and talk to you guys. And he's like, yeah, come on out. We do a meeting every the last Thursday of the month at 8 p.m. And I was like, well, that's kind of late. Well, find out a lot of them like to drink beer. Well, so do I. So that worked out. But so we got to talking, and I was like, why don't you guys get get in touch with the Ohio State Trappers Association. They said, we've never heard of them. I was like, well, I was like, well, I live right up the road. I was like, I'll start checking into it. And I said, we'll try to get more guys involved. So they had me come down and set up. I've been set up at their state convention so far. And then this past weekend, I set up at our local chapter for a pollinator festival. But yeah, definitely. If you guys got an Isaac Walton League anywhere near your house, check into them and go up there and join. I mean, it's a good organization. But I'm hoping to get them to come to our convention, set up a booth, since they've had me at so much stuff. And it's been outstanding. I mean, this past weekend here, just local kids, I've got those, hold on, let me grab one. These little 3D printed traps, I had them down there, and that's what the kids would look. And I had all the furs, and they were just looking. I was like, "You want to learn how to set a trap?" And they were like, everyone looked, and they were like, "Oh, it's a bear trap." And I was like, "No, it's actually more like a muskrat or a raccoon trap." But but no, those are bear traps. And they'd tell me, and so we, I got a lot of pictures that I'll be posting here soon. But so we had, all the kids were setting these traps, having a good time, running around with furs on. And, none of them knew anything about trapping. They all thought that, like I said, that was a bear trap. And I actually had one dad that walked up to me and he goes, well, you need to let these kids know that those traps that are on the display back there, the metal ones, that those cut those animals' legs off. And, I respectfully let him know that, that is absolutely not true, and showed him traps that I use. But that's, that's the mindset of the public. So, we need to get out and get involved with some of these other organizations, because the numbers are stacked against us. And, we can't just sit on the sidelines anymore. This is, farm country, Ohio. I don't live in any city, but so other than that, banquet tickets for the OSTA banquet are on sale now, so check into that. Sure, Bill would be upset if I failed to mention. Don't forget to get your side-by-side tickets. Contact Bill Davis. His number will be on our website. And other than that, fur auction, it's already, we opened up this year to allow life members to sign up first to get their numbers, and that went really good. Sorry, I got distracted by comments again. But yeah, this, these, the region meets that are coming up that I told you about, those are your last chance to go and pick your number for the fur auctions. After that, it goes to luck of the draw. Whenever you call me, you get the next available number. So just a little incentive to get out in the next few weekends and go to a region meet. At this point, I'm going to go through some comments. You got, looks like Dustin's in here. He says, some places offer raccoon trapping opportunities. If that's your thing, state parks usually. Yeah, that's, the beaver, I think that's when he brought that up, was during the beaver and otter draw. Your state land, you can do a lot of trapping on, but it's, for beaver and otter, you have to have a permit to trap on those. We got Colton Morris is in here with Coyote Academy. He says, yeah, OSTA, go Sean. And I ain't going anywhere. I had to run in here because I kind of forgot I was doing this. Any goals this year? For me, my goal is, honestly, I want to work more on this channel. I kind of really want to get out and film some other people on their trap lines and just kind of build this up. I mean, I'll do my own trap line here, around the house. I don't travel far to do it anymore, but I get more enjoyment out of going out and kind of messing with this YouTube stuff, for now. Yeah, we'll definitely come down and check you out, man. I'll be in touch. Other than that, I'm trying to get back into deer hunting. I've got so many animals here on our place anymore. It's I think I've kind of roped myself in with taking care of everything here. But if anybody else, like I said, if anybody knows of any events that we should be set up at, then bring it to our attention, and we'll check them out. And I'm going to go ahead and end this for this week, and we'll do it again next Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And talk to you all later.